All right, let's play this. This looks fun. Ooh, are they gonna get blown up? Mushroom cloud. Hey, kind of reminds me of something. This kind of reminds me of something too. Is it gonna blink, Cursa? It blinked. This is that monotone music. Futuristic, dreadful, not a sense of hope in it. This kind of reminds me of something. Something I can't quite put my finger on. What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? Excuse me while I don't stare into your pretty little eyeballs. I got 8 screens going on here while I'm trying to figure out how to make a fucking video. Guys, I was on my phone about an hour ago, and I by accident swiped on the home screen and got into that Google articles. I don't know. It aggravates me when I see it. I don't click on anything. But I saw this. Let me see if I can't. Let me do the window capture and pull up the video game. I saw that and was like, okay, now you got my attention, Google. And of course, the article here is called "The Unreleased Terminator NES Game." And I remember playing a Terminator game, but apparently it wasn't this one. Sunsoft had the license to make a Terminator game, and apparently they got all the way through it to the point where when they lost the licensing for whatever reason, they said, fuck it, let's just change a few things and release it under a different name. We'll get to that here in a minute. Of course, during the Silius was the U.S. release, the North American release, which is what I was just pretending to play here a second ago. So you go through this article here. I'm not going to get too far into it. And for anybody who's fairly new, whenever I do videos like this, I don't give you the meat and potatoes. I basically tell you the basics of what I've taken from it, and I encourage you to go read these articles. Links will always be down below so you can read them yourselves and figure out all the information. And it doesn't matter how many times I say that, I'll always have one fucking yokel in the comments that say, well, the article said this. Well, I didn't read the whole article to you. I'm telling you to read it. I'm just telling you what I'm taking from it. So relax. Relax, buddy. We know you're smart. We know you're smart. But either way, yeah, this just intrigued me. I don't know if there's a ROM out there or not. If the article said so, please let me know, apparently. But in August of 1990, Sunsoft released a game over in Japan called Rough World, which eventually, for us, became Silius. Now, why they lost their licensing for the Terminator, I don't know. I didn't read too far into it. But they got so far as to make promotional stuff. Like, this is a flyer that they put together. This looks fucking awesome. This looks great. Of course, there's another one here. Pretty cool. There was also a Nintendo Power mention. Nintendo, get the power. Nintendo Power. I don't think I've read a single article in Nintendo Power. Because Sega does what Nintendo don't. But it went so far as to have promotional materials and all kinds of stuff, and the rug got pulled out from under us last minute. Then they went on to the CES, and originally the game was going to be called Operation SSS after they lost the licensing. I don't know where that came from or why they changed it again, but at some point they changed it. Read the article, you'll figure it all out. Now I'm going to kind of get lazy here, and we're going to watch a promotional video from Sunsoft. And the only reason I really want to show this video is because it shows some of, I guess you'd call it the gameplay, the graphics and everything, and what we would have missed out on, what we did miss out on. We won't go through the whole video, just enough of it for me to be happy. Just watch the fucking thing.
If a major motion picture was ever made to be a video game, it has to be The Terminator.
Amen.
In fact, When you really look at it, it's a video game of sorts already, with human heroes pitted against a monstrous mechanical enemy, a nail-biting plotline, and a non-stop manic chase through every part of the city.
Fucking love the TA.
And of course, the explosive
Next to
arsenal
Darth
of video
Vader, that's
and
the
audio
greatest
effects
villain of all
that
time.
made the Terminator
Look at
an
it.
action hit of the 80s. All that's missing
Fuck
is
that
a way
thing
to
coming after
translate
you.
the movie's
give
incredible
up.
audio-visual action to the small screen, and a way to control it, which is exactly what the software pioneers at Sunsoft
And
have
Sunsoft
done.
made some really
We're bringing
great games
the
for both the
Terminator
8 and
back in
16-bit.
the biggest way possible, as the very first
This could've
home
been fucking
video game
awesome.
to feature movie footage and interactive graphics technology. That's right, the same technology that transformed the arcade a few years ago with computer-generated graphics so incredibly realistic, they literally bring games to life. Thanks to the same magic, the Terminator is the most amazingly lifelike home video game you've ever seen, with scenes based
Doesn't that look
largely
awesome?
on actual movie footage
Hold on,
and
watch
graphics
this.
that set a new standard for Nintendo software. And that's not all the Terminator's got. Want constantly
This
moving
stuff.
multiple screens? You got them.
8-bit
Room-rattling sound
naked
effects?
Arnold.
You got them. In fact, when you add it all up, you'll see that the Terminator has bestseller written all over it. Of course, that's what you've come to expect.
Okay, so the rest of the video just talks primarily about, you know, if you have this in your rental store or your retail store, you're going to make $1 bajillion because Sunsoft makes the greatest shit on the planet. But in all seriousness, guys, and I know I'm a little pumped up, I'm still, guys, this is middle of week 6 without a cigarette. And I'm still a little nerved out by it, but it's getting better and better every day. Plus, I got a package today I can't wait to do a video about tomorrow. I will be tweeting about it while this video is rendering. So if you follow me on the Instagram and or the tweeters, you will have gotten a sneak preview as to what's to come for tomorrow. But regardless, I read the article, just kind of skimmed over it, and it doesn't say anything about there being a ROM available anywhere or anyone dumping the ROM. I don't know if what we eventually got may still have all those little tidbits hiding in the code somewhere. But regardless, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. If there is any cool cat out there that could find me the ROM, could extract it from the code of what we ended up getting, Journey of Silius or Rough Boy or whatever the fuck that was called, I would certainly like to play this, primarily as a Terminator fan. Now, I've played pretty much all the Terminator games you can. There may be a few here and there for like 8-bit computer or something, like on a cassette that I've never played before. But 8-bit, 16-bit, arcade, pinball, I've played pretty much all of them. Some are great, some suck ass, some are mediocre. And same with my skill level within those games. But if you've been around long enough, and I've said this a gajillion times, I'm a huge, huge fan of the Terminator. One of my very favorite movies of all time, the original. And yes, I still think it's better than T2. Suck it if you don't. But regardless, that's my opinion. You can have your opinion, and I'm okay with it. It's better. But I would love to play this. I would even go so far as to maybe stream the entire game. Well, as far as I can get within X amount of hours before I give up. But I would do a marathon stream of this game if I get my hands on a proper ROM of it, a working ROM, or even have it on some kind of repro cart, anything. I don't care. Woo! But that's it. I let a video do most of the talking for me. Terminator game that we didn't get, and the one we did get for the NES. Yeah, you can say what you will about it. I'm not going to say it's horrible. I'm not going to say it's a good game. I'm going to say it's typical. It's typical of a franchise game of its time. So, guys, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. If you know anything more about this than I have spoken, please let me know. And if there is a ROM, or if this is something that's been known for a while, and because I'm fucking ignorant to the NES and all that stuff, and I'm just catching the article now and being like, oh, it's new information, let me know down below. Hey, yeah, dude, this has been around for a while. The ROM might be over here. Or here's more information. That would be very helpful. I'd like to really look into this, and if there's some kind of a project to find the hidden game for this thing, I wouldn't mind promoting it, being a part of it, and doing whatever I can to do to make sure that I can pick up something that looks something like this, you know? It doesn't have to be this very one. And actually try to play the game. So, guys, thanks as always so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And speaking of controllers, You guys have until July 31st, so I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. You could get a free, no cost to you, 7800 gamepad, custom made by Retro Game Boys. An NES looking pad to play on your Atari 7800, so you don't have to use that obnoxious joystick with the buttons on the side that constantly just fucking falls out of your hand when you're trying to play. Xevious. And all you're gonna do is on the bottom there'll be a link to a video. Don't watch the video, just read the description. It'll tell you everything you need to know. It's really simple, and you'll also be helping out a great cause. So guys, thanks as always so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and leave feedback, thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback to the Creep is positive. Until next time, take care. Creep it real.